Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. This is Monday, February 3rd. Any questions or concerns during these proceedings? Come up to the microphone over here and give us your name and address. Save any questions of public concern for number 10. Any votes during this proceedings, I'll always try to give you a chance to speak your piece. Reports of administration, that is not public comment time, so refrain from that, please. Have the roll call, please.
Mayor Cedar?
Here.
Councilmember Gottler?
Here.
Councilmember Kupa?
Here.
Councilmember Laporte?
Here.
Councilmember Paul?
Present.
Councilmember Volt?
Here.
Councilmember Westrick?
Here.
All present.
Thank you. The consent agenda is number 4A, City Council minutes of January 20th, 2025, regular and closed meetings, recommendation approved. B is the Housing Commission minutes of December 10th, 2024, meeting recommendation received.
Motion to approve A and B as presented.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nothing under number 5. Let's go to number 6. Mr. Yep, you got anything?
I have a few things to cover this evening. I'm just returned from the Michigan Municipal Executives Conference. This was in Bay City. Spent 2 days there. This was a normal conference of municipal executives. There was about 200 or so in attendance, so it was a good opportunity to meet, talk, collaborate with those who are dealing with the same type of issues that we are around the state. It was a well-attended event. I did leave a day early. It was scheduled through Friday. I left Thursday evening to return back to the city on Friday. We had I needed to appear in front of Judge West to settle a issue at the harbor. It was a June incident, and if you had the email that the correspondence I sent earlier today, this is in regards to property damage that happened at the harbor. And the restitution was taken care of. That wasn't the issue. It was just the effects of us releasing this individual or not renewing his lease. And so we were working through the particulars of, the fairness of that and whether or not it would be fair. And Judge West found that the claims against us really had no basis. And so at this point right now, what they were trying to do was to say simply that we want to have a restraining order and an injunction to hold the leases. So you can't lease this out from me while we sort this out. But Judge West, as he heard the order, he said, no, we're not going to do that. That's denied. So we are free and clear to release those slips for the harbor, so we can do that, okay? Any other updates that come from this, and if there is going to be any updates from this, I know that the attorneys will be communicating with us, and I'll provide the updates to the council as necessary, okay? I'll also be working with Attorney Downing, and if there's anything that we need to report, we'll do so at that time.
Is there anything else currently pending, or everything is settled at this point in time?
At this point in time, everything is settled at this point in time. Okay. Also, just want to talk a little bit. During the conference, I received an email from Eagle. This was an order that President Trump had issued. This was an executive order essentially freezing federal funding. And so what that did is that sent a shockwave through the 50 states. And Eagle being the fiduciary of federal funds, I received an email saying that your federal funds are going to be held and frozen. I replied with an email within 20 minutes of receiving that email saying we have active projects, specifically the water treatment plant, and we cannot go without any kind of funding freezes whatsoever. Within 24 hours, as you know, that executive order was rescinded, and those federal projects that have been in the pipeline and receiving funds for, like our water treatment plant, are free and clear then to disperse and for us to process payment. So if you hear about federal funding or federal programs being frozen, that's a very isolated, very specific to very specific federal programs. The ones in play right now, specifically federal funds we received to help pay for the water treatment plant, they're not in jeopardy. Our funds are being, I am billing those appropriately to the state, and they are sending us funds, and we are paying the contractors. So there's no worries there. Okay? That is all I have this evening for reports.
Great. Mr. Downey, you got anything?
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Any city departments? Authorities, boards, commissions, committees, chairs? No unfinished business. Let's go to number 8, new business. Approve renewal of cleaning service contract. Mr. Bishop.
The city of St. Clair has contracted with TRM Cleaning LLC. They have been our cleaning service here for the municipal building, DPW building, and community center. They have been this way for 3 years. I am recommending a 1-year renewal on their contract. They have been with us, like I said, for those said 3 years. Their total monthly bill is $1,989.87. It is over the last 3 years. They have not increased. They have not added on to, and they have not cost the city any more money. And so this year, they have asked for a slight increase, and they're asked for a 1-year renewal. My recommendation is we move forward with TRM Cleaning LLC for another year to clean the municipal building, DPW building, and community center monthly. Multiple times monthly, not once a month, multiple times monthly. Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract.
Supported.
The motion being supported. Any questions? Call the roll, please.
Tyler,
Yes.
Kufa,
Yes.
Laporte,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Volk,
Yes.
Westrick,
Yes.
Cedar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Letter B. Approve authority boards and commission appointments. I have a few with your endorsement. We can pass these through. The Recreation Commission, reappoint Blake Eitner to a 3-year term expiring December 31st, 2027. The Dangerous Buildings Committee, reappoint Matt Grieford to a 2-year term expiring December 31st, 2026. And to the Downtown Development Authority, reappoint Ellen Johnson to a 2-year term expiring December 31st, 2026.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Number 9 is claims and accounts for January 23rd and 30th, 2025.
Hearing no questions, Your Honor, I make a motion to approve as presented.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Go to public comment, number 10. Anybody have any non-agenda items? I ask you to please keep it to 3 minutes if you would, please.
Bill Clement, 1374 South Riverside. Have we heard anything about St. Clair Highway?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I can comment on that. AEW has been taking, not only, they're preparing a study for, the water is low right now, so what we know about St. Clair Highway is they believe there's some undertowing, and they believe that the cause of it is that the pilings weren't driven down deep enough when they repaired this road a few years ago. It was evidence that there was a little bit of sagging in the road, and so what they're doing is they are looking at that right now, and actively coming up with a solution for it. In the meantime, what they may do is they may strip out some of that road, lay down gravel, compact it, so that the road is not tearing up any more than it is. But this is a situation not only do we need to monitor closely, but it looks as if there is some undertowing going on underneath the seawall there.
First time they looked at that road. I mean, the last 3 times it's happened. First time they put it in, third time this has happened.
No, only thing I have to report on is what I know right now from AEW. You're welcome.
Frank Place, 1104 Clinton Avenue. I have a question. I'm not sure who to ask, and I don't know where to bring it to, but our neighbor next door, the apartment complex, is 1124 Clinton Avenue. And on Google Maps, my garage is 1124 Clinton Avenue. So we are constantly getting deliveries for them at my house. And I went over to them and told them about that, and I said, can you put like a bigger address on the front of your building? Because all they have is that where the flagpoles are, they got a little tiny 1124 over there, but you can't really see it from the road or anything like that. And she said that they would do that, but the city said that they couldn't put anything on their buildings. So, and I don't know if that directly relates back to the flags incident a couple years ago when they were putting flags out there saying, welcome, come, look at our apartments and stuff like that. But I wanted to be able to go tell them that they can put a bigger address on their building and not get in trouble from the city. So I'm wondering, who do I talk to about that? Or
Yeah, you could have them call the building department, and we could look up with them the ordinances just to show them and double check, triple check exactly what it is for, how they list a building.
Yeah, I'm getting stuff all the time, food deliveries, left at my door, and I don't mind that. I mean, I'll eat the food, but, But we're getting UPS deliveries and stuff like that for the offices and, other people that live there. So it's like, and I keep it. Nobody ever comes to get it. So,
And you've talked to the property managers at the...
Several times, yeah.
Okay.
But she was worried that if they did anything, they would be in trouble with ordinances.
Oh.
And I said, well, can you call them and find out? Because a bigger address would, eliminate that, I think. So, yeah.
Not to my knowledge, have we received a phone call from the apartment buildings asking about, numbering on the building.
Okay.
But we can absolutely follow up with it. But they should call, and I would recommend if you're going to talk to they should be the one to initiate this and get this taken care of.
And then one other thing, the cleaning of the walkway.
Mm-hmm.
We got the snow the other day. It was like 2-3 inches, and it sat there all day, all night. Well, all evening, all night, and half the next day. I end up shoveling my part because I don't want to get sued if somebody falls on that walkway. So, but it wasn't done until like the afternoon the next day. So if we can get that, make sure that happens quicker. Thank you.
Frank.
Yep, thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, let's go to number 11. I want to take a minute for sure, mention the Icy Bazaar and the great job that they did with that committee and the fireworks that night, that Saturday. You want to say anything about that, Chris? Because I know you were directly involved with a lot of that, but I thought it was an amazing weekend. I saw so many people complimented it.
The community involvement was just amazing. From putting it on, from all the businesses all around town. Our city Chamber of Commerce is incredible. The turnout was amazing. Local law enforcement, DPW, and everything that everybody did. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And just what a wonderful time to see multiple generations of people out there, families, enjoying it all day long and all evening. It was just wild and fun to be in the city of St. Clair.
Yeah, shout out to Brian Olentowski in that group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I'll say this, it's really making a statement too, around city managers and village managers are talking about how, in Michigan, many communities, they just slow to a creeping halt in the wintertime. Business is slow. Like, does anybody do anything cool? Does anybody got anything going on that's, give them a good shot in the arm of January? Yeah, we do. We do have something that can stimulate it. And this is what it looks like, sounds like, feels like. They couldn't believe it. They're like fireworks in January in Michigan? Like, oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Great day for the city.
Nice job.
Anybody else have anything?
I got a question. So I would like to talk to Rinker. Is that something I can do now, or we got a few questions I'd like to ask?
Why don't you direct me to Quentin? If we need to bring him up, we'll bring him up.
Can I address Rinker, or how does that work?
Sure, you ask a question. Yeah, whatever's on your mind.
So I was just wondering, so I was looking through the things when we're taking the oil changes out to Tri-City. And I was told that it was a convenience, time, and cost. I just want to know what the cost difference is between the 10-minute oil change, the Ford dealer that pays city taxes. I don't know why we're taking it out of the city.
That's a good question.
I mean, if it's a money thing, time thing, I was told that nobody sits there. So 2 officers drive all the way to Rattle Run, drop the car off, they drive all the way back. So it's 8 miles there, 8 miles back, right? That's a half hour both ways. So you're paying a cop an hour and an hour. Let's say a fire breaks out downtown, and what are we gonna say? Both officers that are on duty are at Rattle Run and Gratiot?
No.
I just don't understand. I don't want to work personally. I don't want you to think it's me asking for the work. I just say we got local people in town
Do the work.
that can do the work.
I understand. Chief, would it be okay to explain why we sent our cars out there?
Yeah, first of all, y'all give me a $1.2 million budget of tax dollars that I try and take care of. So Tri-City charged me $55 for an oil change. Quick change was $102. So we're saving $50. It's 5.3, 5.4 miles from the department to Tri-City. We never do it when there's not 3 officers on. That's when we take the cars out, when there's 3 officers on. So someone's always here to cover the town. And, You know, we tried the dealerships when I first became chief, and the problem is their people get paid for upselling. I don't want to get upselled. If I got something wrong with my car, I want it fixed, and that's it. And I went to Tri-City when they charged me $1,007 for an alternator, and I thought that was ridiculous, so I don't go to the dealerships anymore unless it's warranty work. I go out there for oil change, minor issues. Anything major goes to the county road, first vehicle, and they do major stuff. I'm trying to save money, so that's it.
So we get the gas for the police cars at BP, correct?
BP, but
Okay.
for the last 2 months, we've been going to Marysville to
Okay,
get
well,
it.
so if it's a money issue, then we should get it at Speedy Q, so usually 10 cents cheaper. I don't understand the money part of it.
Well, the city's got a contract with BP, as far as I know. That's where I got my credit card from. So,
I'm just curious. I didn't, the budget thing, that's what I was asking.
yeah, we're just trying to save tax dollars some dollars.
Yeah,
So, right?
Thank you, Chief.
Not paying the police when they go out there. Yeah, oh, what do they make? They make $25 an hour?
Hold on, Chief, you can sit down. If you want to have a question, come up here, Bill, you know that, come on.
Yep, Bill Westrick, 1210 12th Street. So the police don't make no money when they're on the road driving out there? Let's just say they make $25 an hour. That's two of them, that's $50 an hour, plus their benefits. You're gonna tell me it's cheaper to go out there?
Thank you.
Last week you were bragging about the cops kicking the doors in.
Bill,
What if there was a
Bill,
fire
Bill,
that broke-
Bill, let's
What if
please
there was a
address
fire
us.
that broke out at the apartments next to McDonald's? Who's gonna kick the door in? Marine City or Marysville, or are we gonna call the county? Because they're out there? I don't get it either.
Thank you.
You don't want your oil changes anyhow.
Anybody else? All right. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Supported.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Have a good night, everybody. Be careful out there.